and that customer gets the delivered butcher's block, just 2 butcher's block on Monday.
Yeah, so just...
The refund policy has been changed because what was happening, there was a lot of issue going on with the staff who are taking the benefit of the refund policy.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's why they're taking it out completely.
Yeah.
They go, nope, we're not going to do any refund if it's eaten by anyone.
Yeah, so just I'm sorry to cut you off, and just for clarification. So when I spoke with the first team member, I said that I would prefer a refund, but the pizzas are here. They haven't been touched. They haven't been eaten. Now, when they come back and say there's no refunds, look, just so you know, and I'm not trying to give you shit about it.
No, that's all. Every single feedback, Liam, is a good feedback.
Yes.
I consider that everyone learns from somewhere. So when you give me this feedback, I'll go and listen to the recording as well. Because that's
I would advise that you do that.
Yeah, So that's our policy. So we teach our staff member what you have said and what they have said. So that's a good learning skill for them as well at the same time,
There is one thing that I do need to mention, just so it's on record. Yeah. Now, under the Australian consumer law, I'm not sure if you're familiar, consumers, whether it's a service or a product, are entitled to a replacement or a refund, and refunds are where there's a major failure in a service or product. Now, when you've delivered a pizza as such, with missing chicken, no toppings, the chips half filled, that would constitute as a major fault because it's not as advertised. Just so you know, what they're saying in terms of no refunds actually breaches the Australian consumer law. Just so you know. I want to put it out there. I'm not angry, I'm just frustrated that it has panned down in such a way, because now I haven't even started eating the pizzas. I had 2 pieces of garlic bread. I don't even feel like eating it now. I'm just so worked up and upset that we've lost the opportunity of having a good night's dinner just because it's taken this long. I was on the phone for just under 12 minutes with your workers, and it's been 6 minutes and 44 seconds with you now. Understandably, I've been talking a lot, but it's almost 20 minutes now, and I haven't even started eating my food. It's disappointing. Look, it is really disappointing, man.
I
really
understand
dropped the ball.
As I said to you, what the best thing I can do next time, if you, I got your number. If you want to tell me, you got my number as well. If you send me a text message, say, hi, it's Liam, and remember what has happened. Can you please send the 2 butchers block to my address up here? No problems. We leave the note, and you'll get the butchers block straight away delivered to your address. Are
you saying one or plural? Because both of them...
Both.
Yeah, cool, okay.
That's it. Whatever the issues with the product, we replace that product by the product.
Yeah, but
no issues at all.
So can you understand? So I used to work at KFC many years ago, so I do understand that you've got measuring cups, which at KFC we used to measure the popcorn chicken and the chips, especially when it comes in like a snack box. Now, when your website advertises a large chips and you're portioning them in a cup, as you say,
that's basically comes from PizzaHut. We're not portioning nothing. So the cups are large.
Yeah, no, I know.
What we do. So they measure it and they put that in a different tray, and they measure it and put the regular on a different tray.
I completely understand the process. I'm aware. But what I'm saying though is I can't make this up. Like the box that you've put it in, it's filled less than halfway. And again, I've got a photo, and the photo is timestamped. Like literally 2 seconds after the driver dropped off the food, I checked everything because I knew there was going to be something wrong. But the chips, you can't be claiming it's a large chips when the box is half full.
We can't change anything. The way the measurement goes, the way we have to just run the show. We can't change anything at all. We're not basically a local shop, so we're not we can't do anything according to our needs and grades. It has to be a measurement. That's the same thing with the pizza as well. That has to be a measurement cups. The cups are there, they cook it, they make it, they can't change it at all. Like, no one can change it. So if anyone wants it extra in any product, so they have to mention, and then we basically let them know as well. If you're putting the extra product, and if it's a half cooked, because sometimes people ask for extra meat, extra meat. And we tell them, because you're putting extra
you pay
meat,
3-4 times.
It can be uncooked,
we can't.
we can't. No, I tell you, Liam, a lot of customers They don't understand sometimes. They say, oh, no, I want an extra pepperoni. And I tell them, yeah, please do not do so because it won't be cooked through properly. We got at 235 degrees for 8 minutes, but when you're putting extra meat, it's not going to cook. It's going to be medium to rare. And they say, no.
Yeah.
You know?
I completely understand, but it still doesn't really clarify though why the chips were soggy. So that to me that would
chips gonna be soggy. The reason behind it because we bake them. We don't deep fry them.
Yeah,
so
of course, but
they are the chips. They're not French fries because French fries it won't be soggy at all because once you deep fry them, it's a different story. But we bake them. We don't cook them in oil.
Yeah, so by baking them, what the fuck?
Really?
Sorry, I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry, I'm not sure what happened. So what you were saying,
dropped off.
So I understand, but when you're baking something, the water content decreases, and as such, they shouldn't have gone soggy. So that you can't you can't come up with excuses with soggy chips. Like that's like they.
I'll say it's you just complained. We sold around I don't know how many chips today. And we haven't had any complaint about sogginess.
Well, maybe because most people don't complain. You have to understand that a lot of people just accept this.
Liam, I can't take that on board as a customer because we got a lot of customers here. A lot of customers.
Of course.
I can't take 300 customers which is serving every day as they don't have any knowledge of the food. They definitely got the knowledge, and if they're coming again and again, that means they are getting the right food. And we got to repeat customers and regular customers for good 11 years since we opened.
Well, that means you've dropped the ball then tonight. That means you've dropped the ball.
Liam, so this is what we're doing, a blame game. We're not going to do the blame game. You can't consider someone else's thing about you as a customer. So whatever our measurement says, we do that.
No, I'm not. But now you're digressing onto measurements again, and I wasn't talking about measurements. I was talking about soggy chips. And I've got a photo.
Yeah.
You can see they're soggy. They're not even cooked.
That's the way we cook them chips. We can't change the procedure for anyone now because that's the way it has to cooked.
That doesn't make sense to me. Well,
so Liam, I can't change the policies which is done by the head office. We can't change it, and we can't put it in a different way of cooking. We have to follow that procedure. And it might be someone doesn't like, someone does like.
No, it's got nothing to do with that, man. I'm not lying to you. I've got a photo, and you can see that they're soggy and undercooked.
I'm not saying you're lying. I did clearly say that. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm not saying it. It might be not your taste, but we are selling a lot of chips every day.
Yes,
and we never get any single complaint.
So what you would do for the consumer, instead of arguing or instead of coming up with all this, and look, I'm not saying you are arguing, but it seems that you're digressing and diverting from the situation. So instead of coming up with all of these excuses, all you had to say is, no worries, I'll replace the chips as well. But instead, we've gone around and around in circles. You're talking about measurements.
Liam,
I'm talking. You don't have to talk over the top of me. Let me finish.
Right. Okay.
So you don't have to come up with all of these excuses. You don't have to say, oh, this is our cooking procedure. They cook for this long. Oh, we measure them up. This, that.
Right.
Just make the situation better for the consumer. Don't argue. Right. Don't come up with excuses.
Liam, you have to listen now, please. I don't have a time for this. Now, I've been talking to you for a long time, and I have seen that you are considering Domino's. Oh, when the guy came in, I knew something wrong with it. You just said that means you are ready for something to get refund or free food, which we are not allowed to do so. I'm only listen to me, Liam. Now I'm cancelling everything. We're not allowed to give anything to you. I'm more than happy. You put a complaint through to the consumer. You put a complaint through anything. I got everything on the board now, and I will write it down the entire story what you have spoken to me because I got everything recorded.
Yeah, I've got everything recorded too.
We can't do nothing now. As I said, we can't do nothing now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're not getting anything
so
now.
You started
with the Domino's and you started with the Pizza Hut. Then you started that, when I get the delivery, I know something going to be wrong.
Yeah.
So you knew everything beforehand.
Of course.
That means something wrong with the consideration of
for sure.
your knowledge.
Yeah.
I can't change it. Yeah,
for sure.
So thank you, mate. I can't speak anymore. I have to go and work. So unfortunately, we're not allowed to do anything else.
So who's
the
franchisee for your store?
Mate, this is nothing to do with you. I can't disclose anything.
Yes, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Legally, you have to.
Listen to me. Listen to me now. Listen to me. You're going against everything, and I know the consumer law, and I can take it further as a restaurant manager.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You did it. Now you've gone aggressive on me.
I've gone aggressive.
Laughing on me.
Yeah.
You are basically blaming on me. So let's come to the point now. And as I said to you previously, I was more than happy without looking at the pizzas. All right.
I've got photos. They're still here.
That's fine.
Come pick them up.
You can have it. That's fine. All right.
They're still here. I have not touched them.
I can't do nothing, mate. Sorry.
You do realise I've recorded this whole conversation, yeah?
You can certainly record it, mate. That's fine, no problems at all. Because you recorded, I want you to do recorded that stuff because that's great. You have to decide that you know everything beforehand before getting.
Of course, because look how you act. Of course.
So that is basically very clean and clear for me that you have planned.
100% I've planned this because I know exactly what you do.
Thank you very much. I can't say anything, mate.
Come pick up the pizzas.
Thank you. Bye now.
Come pick up the pizzas. Wow. Fucking dumb cunts, man. Yeah. I recorded most of the conversation. I didn't even start recording it till like 3 minutes in. They're fuckwits, man. Anyway, I'm going to pause the recording.